Hello everyone, you are watching a segment of the Countdown program from September 21, 2023. Today is Thursday. See the entire program and postscript on the Patreon resource. More about the themes of the postscript a little later, but now let's move on to the main topic. Crimean mommies are alarmed. Today, the peninsula experienced the most massive drone attack. The Ministry of Defense brilliantly reported 19 Ukrainian drones were destroyed by air defense systems over the Black Sea and the territory of the Republic of Crimea. Explosions occurred in different areas of Sevastopol, as well as in Cossack Bay, located 15 km from the city, and the village of Kacha. The Nazi Gauleiter of Sevastopol Razvozayev denied information about the destruction of drones in the city. Yes, air defense works, but in the Crimean zone. In Sevastopol, all services are on alert. The air situation is being monitored, he wrote in his Telegram channel. Local residents reported explosions in the cities of Saki, Novovedorovka, Yevpatoria, Jankoy and Balaklava. All of them are located in the western half of the peninsula, including the coast. In Novovedorovka, where the military airfield is located, at least 10 explosions were reported. According to sources in the SBU, there were at least 12 combat aircraft at the Saki airfield, as well as Pantsir MANPADS. There was also a training base for drone operators, which are used by the Russians to coordinate their own air attacks, as well as a combat strike drone. The strikes of the security service and the Navy hit the target and caused serious damage to the equipment of the occupiers. To defeat the enemy, drones were used, which overloaded Russian air defenses and then launched Neptune missiles. The attack was one of the most widespread airborne drone strikes ever. And so that other regions of the racists do not feel deprived of attention, in the Kursk, Belgorod and Oryol regions, Ukrainian drones also played a little prank. At the same time, the fearless Medvedev, who promised to rush in on a nuclear warhead in the event of an attack on Crimea, hid somewhere. Watch this and other stories in full on the Patreon resource. Become our patrons right now and watch further on Sotnik TV. At night and in the morning, the Russians launched a missile strike on the territory of Ukraine, indiscriminate and destructive. The attack came in two waves. A total of 43 missiles were fired. The Nagorno-Karabakh problem has been resolved. The point, fueled by Russia, comes under the control of Azerbaijan. There is a crisis in Armenia, but Pashinyan has no intention of resigning. Anti-Russian protests took place in Yerevan. The Russian Empire is losing Armenia. Meetings of the UN General Assembly continue in New York. And we can already draw cautious preliminary results. Putin will not get Ukraine. However, the rosy perception of the Kyiv authorities is giving way to sobering and even cooling between yesterday's allies. Third world countries, as expected, began to draw conclusions from the aggression of Putin's Russia. No one has forgotten the guarantee obligations declared by Britain, the USA and Russia in Budapest in 1994. And the conclusion is simple. Only the possession of nuclear weapons can provide a guarantee. The conflict between Kiev and Warsaw is perceived especially acutely against the backdrop of fatigue among the Polish population. The atmosphere is overheated with Ukrainian topics and the discussion of the behavior of refugees, who for some reason decided that everything is owed to them. Meanwhile, parliamentary elections will take place in Poland on October 15, and everything can change. And not at all in favor of Ukraine. And the last one, another version of Kadyrov's appearance in the CKB's CKB of his uncle. This video appeared yesterday. Kadyrov's "This is his uncle and I gave him the exact spot that the story did not come true." Now the uncle has left one spot, and Kadyrov's uncle knows where he is. And that's it for today. The full program of the final episode of the script is watched by Patreon, and thank you to everyone who will become our patrons right now. We will see you all tomorrow. Live. Glory to Ukraine.